The goal is to make a really cool looking kaleidoscope, which I am doing right now, which I'm actually using. Is that cool or what? And you'll notice really it's just 4 lines. I'm just drawing 4 different lines. One line starts at the mouse pointer. You can see the little arrow there. So I'm just following the mouse pointer and I'm drawing a line from there to the origin, the origin, the point 0, 0. And I'm also drawing a line that's reflected over the x-axis and one that's reflected over the y-axis and one that's reflected over both the x and y-axis. And a little bit of coordinate geometry for you. Well, it's good for your head. So let's take a look at how the basic program works, and then you can do this really cool looking program, and it really doesn't take that much. Let me just stop this. This is really just one for loop. Now I'll show you, this is not the whole program that you just saw, but this is a good starting point for you. First of all, I just have a bunch of real short little scripts here. This, when I hit the C key, it'll clear the screen. This will lift the pen up when I press U. D puts the pen down. And then here I have this little forever loop. Hide, of course, just hides the sprite so you can't see it. I'm setting the pen size to 10. And then I'm going to repeat forever, and I'll run this for you here. So I'm going to repeat forever this little loop, and that all the loop does is it changes the pen color by 1 every time it goes through. And then I'm going to, you can see this code right here, it says go to the X value mouse X, go to the Y value mouse Y. So basically the sprite is just following the mouse, and as I move the mouse, you can see a little arrow there. As I move the mouse, the sprite is following that, and it's drawing. Now of course you can't see the sprite because I put hide there. But anyway, this is a good starting point for you. It shows how you get the sprite to follow the mouse and draw. And if I hit C, it'll clear and start drawing again. If I hit U, it'll give me a pen up, but now maybe I'll clear and then maybe I'll put the pen down and so forth. So this is a good starting point for you. All you now need to do is add a bunch of things to this forever loop, which makes the 4 lines. And I'll even give you a starting point here. I'm going to add this little piece of code. This says go to the mouse pointer XY and then go to 0, 0, which of course you know is the origin. So if I run this guy, let me run this guy and clear it, you can see that I've already got a quarter of my kaleidoscope. In this forever loop, it's drawing a line between the current mouse pointer and the origin, and it's doing this forever. So it's drawing a line between here and here super fast, and that's how you're getting this interesting, cool effect. And I'll even give you one more hint. So I want to draw 4 lines. Each line is going to go from some point to the origin. Well, how am I going to draw a line reflected over the y-axis? Well, to reflect something over the y-axis, the y value is the same, but the x value is negative. In other words, let me clear this. If this is the point 200, 100, the reflected point would be negative 200, 100. So I'll even do that for you. So I'll even go to, and you can kind of see how this is going to work. I'll even go to negative 1 times the x value. Well, what does that do? Well, it'll make this x value negative, and the y value is the same as the mouse y value. So let's just draw this guy, and you'll see what it does. It's going to look a little bit weird. It's not exactly what you want, but you'll get the idea. It's really now just drawing between the current mouse pointer and the origin, and then going to this this negative x y value. And actually, I'll even add one more line of code. What the heck? So I'll add one more line of code. I'll have it then go back to the point 0, 0. And let me just move this up a little bit so you can see that. And I'll run it one more time. Let me clear the screen. So you can see that's half of my kaleidoscope. Pretty cool already. You just have to do the other half of it, and I think you have enough information. Get to work.